Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Shotgun now for Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They run with Bowden. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Lynn Bowden. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Got first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And brought down now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the...
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines, is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Right side taken in here to start this drive. 23 yards on the play.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On the give, this is Eckler, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
7-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football. Sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oh, we always talk about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction. Oh, that's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
Man, come on,
as well.
bro.
So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
7 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On the play.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Interception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
Chargers 7.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
49-yard
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
brings up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
He comes free. The mic comes free.
There, but only a yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
31 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Joe Reed, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's Eckler again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run.
Ty Long set to kick off.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26.
Here's Carr.
That's complete to Lynn Bowden.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Bowden.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 33, the ball.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll try it again with Bowden. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Carr now on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 84 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. First down there, but it's incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That's a gain of 3.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He'll get that complete to Reed. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Well, movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 15, a minute 40 remaining. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. So this one's over. It's in the win column.